Welcome back this week to some sought after questions regarding the electronic reporting of your OSHA 300 logs. Last week, I posted a video helping you to sift through the common gray areas we find in determining the difference between an OSHA recordable incident and a first aid incident. Of course, this all relates back to the OSHA 300 logs you are currently putting together or are preparing to put together for the 2016 reporting year. Now, this video is very important because I'll be laying out the major reporting changes and associated reporting dates that have occurred as a result of the new electronic reporting procedures that OSHA is requiring. So pay attention and stick with me because we'll be covering company size and reporting responsibilities, electronic filing due dates, when the OSHA filing site goes live, and other important facts about these record-keeping changes. So first off, why is OSHA switching to the electronic format? The theory is that the electronic submission of establishment-specific injury and illness data will enable OSHA to use its enforcement and compliance assistance resources more efficiently. It's perceived that the analysis of the data will improve OSHA's ability to identify, target, and remove safety and health hazards, thereby preventing workplace injuries, illnesses, and of course, deaths. So, what about the website? When is it available and how will I submit my records? Great questions. OSHA will provide a secure website that offers 3 options for data submission. First, users will be able to manually enter data into a web form. Second, users will be able to upload a CSV file to process single or multiple establishments at the same time. Lastly, users of automated record-keeping systems will have the ability to transmit data electronically via an API or application programming interface. This reporting site is scheduled to go live in February of this year, 2017, so you have plenty of time to get online and get a feel for the user interface. The next question we hear often is how long will it take to submit all of these records, especially if I'm a large establishment. OSHA believes that for most establishments between 20 and 249 employees, which are only required to electronically file their 300A log or summary log, it should take roughly 10 minutes to create an account and then roughly 10 to 15 minutes to file the report. For establishments with 250 or more employees, OSHA estimates that it will take about 10 minutes to create an account, 10 minutes to enter the required information from the summary 300A log, and 12 minutes for each of the injuries or illnesses recorded on their 300 and 301 logs. Here's also a common question we receive from our clients regarding the ability to submit a paper version of the logs during this first year of change. The answer to that has been a very clear no by OSHA. Establishments must submit the information electronically and may not submit the information on paper or email. And employers who do not have the necessary equipment or internet connection may submit their data from a public facility such as a library. OSHA also intends to provide an interface for entering data from a mobile device at some point, but the desktop version is what I would trust most until all of its own kinks are worked out throughout this first year. Here's another great question. So if I can't mail my paper logs, does this push out the time I have to submit my logs? The answer to that is yes. The final rule took effect January 1st, just a few days ago, of 2017, but the reporting requirements will be phased in over 2 years as follows. Establishments with 250 more employees must begin submitting information from the Form 300A or summary log by July 1st of this year, 2017. Now, it's not until July 1st of 2018 will they have to submit the 300 and 301. And not beginning until 2019 and every year thereafter will information be submitted by March 2nd deadline. So, to summarize, this group of 250 employees must only submit the 300A log in July of 2017. Establishments with 20 to 249 employees must begin submitting information from the 300A log by July 1st, 2017 as well. And again by July 1st, 2018. Not until 2019 and every year thereafter will the information be submitted by March 2nd and no longer that later year July timeframe. One final question I want to address has to do with clarifying the definitions between establishment and firm. and therefore how companies with multiple locations are filing their logs. Are you filing for the firm or for the establishment? Let's get into it. The electronic reporting requirements are based on the size of the establishment, not the entire firm. The OSHA injury and illness record should be maintained at the establishment level. An establishment is defined as a single physical location where business is conducted or where services or industrial operations are performed. A firm may be comprised of one or more establishments. You could also view the firm as the corporate office of several other offices or establishments scattered about. To determine if you need to provide OSHA with the required data for an establishment, you need to determine the establishment's peak employment during the last calendar year. Each individual employed in the establishment at any time during the calendar year counts as one employee. This includes full-time, part-time, seasonal, and temporary workers. And think of it this way. Does a regional OSHA office necessarily care about all of the locations in a firm? Well, no, they don't when the other locations are outside of their jurisdiction. They care about the individual establishments because they can more easily determine employee hazards at a particular location, and the data submitted from these establishments help them more closely determine the emphasis programs they create for certain regions and then also certain industries. I hope that all makes sense, but if not, you can always reach out to us at info@summitsafetygroup.com and set up a time for us to consult with your business or entity. I should also mention that our speaking engagements have begun booking for the 2017 season. If your company or organization would like us to come and speak about OSHA-related incidences, safety culture, or any other safety-related topic, drop us a line. Finally, I may not know you, but I do care about you, and I want the best for each of you. For Summit Safety Group, I'm Jake Wolfenden, and I will be seeing you next Monday. Have an awesome week.